Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome back to another cooking video. So today I've got something a little bit different. It's actually been roasting the last few days here in the UK, especially here in Yorkshire, North Yorkshire, got to be the right one. So I'm going to be doing a Chinese chicken noodle and corn soup. And I picked up this little packet from my local Asian supermarket. It's kind of just like a corn soup seasoner, a little bit of thickener, it contains egg and a bit of that stuff. So the chicken that I'll be using, I've got it here. Now, yesterday I rotisseried a full chicken in the Bradders. If people don't know what the Bradders is my air fryer. So I'm going to be serving that with the soup and some Lucky Boat #1 noodles. If you're going to add noodles to dishes, the best brand that I think is Lucky Boat. #1 is thick noodle, #2 is fine noodle. These are #1. Not going to be using all of them, I'll probably use 1, 2 at the most. And then with it, I'm also going to be cooking and serving up. I've picked up some. So I've got some lamb and carrot dumplings, and I've also got some pork and sweet corn dumplings. These are going to be quite easy, straightforward to do. I'm just going to boil them in a pan for about 8 minutes and then fry them just in a frying pan for 2 minutes, just to get that nice little crispy coating on the outside. But yeah, so my tea tonight is chicken noodle soup with dumplings. Let's get cooking. Okay folks, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the noodles on the go. Now as you can see, the water's just about boiling, so I'm just going to go in with 2 pucks of these noodles now. I don't know if they're called pucks, that's what I'm calling them, so get over it. So we're just going to cook these now in the pan. We're going to cook them for 4 minutes over a boil when it comes back up, and then we're going to take it off the boil and leave it for another 4 minutes. Nice and simple, straightforward. So I will come back to you once it's started to boil. So folks, while the noodles are cooking, I've got 600 ml of water, I've got the sweet corn, I've got 2 eggs that we're going to scramble, and we're going to mix all this in with the soup base. The Chinese soup base there, and this is kind of like the main ingredients for the soup, other than the chicken that you've seen previously. So yeah, let's get this on the hob. So folks, as you can see there, the pan is now boiling. Like I said, we're just going to cook this for 4 minutes now while it's boiling, and then we're going to take it off the heat, and then we're going to leave it for another 4 minutes. It's important not to overdo it. You don't want either really wet noodles and you don't want dry noodles either. So yeah, I will bring you back in 4 minutes. So guys and girls, so you were all waiting for me to say so folks there. These have been on now for 4 minutes. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to transfer these noodles from this pan into another pan. The reason for, I've run out of these decent sized pans. I need to buy some more. So if you're watching and you haven't subbed yet, please do, because hopefully one day I might be able to afford some proper pans. Yeah, let me transfer these and I'll come back to you. So guys, I've took the noodles out, I've put them in another pan, and so with this one all I'm going to do is I'm going to add the soup base packet, and while this water is then coming up to the boil, we're just going to keep stirring and stirring and stirring. That is if I can actually get into the packet. Yeah, if you're not subscribed, please do, because I might be able to get not just pots and pans but some package opening as well. So I'm going to go in with the soup base. If you can see there, And now I'm going to go in and just stir and just keep stirring. I have to say, the aroma already smells nice. So yeah, we're just going to keep doing this until it comes up to a boil. I could just keep you with me, but I reckon you'll be quite bored with that. So I will bring you back at the next stage. See you in a sec. So boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to go in with the sweet corn and the egg. I'm just going to put some sweet corn in there. Now I'm going to put the egg in. Now we're going to try and put these in as like little egg droplets, not all as once. We don't want to scramble it. Just going to turn my temperature back up there. I turned it down just while I was talking to you and getting the camera ready. So yeah, we just want to create kind of smaller. We don't really want a scrambled egg. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in and stir. Just give that a nice little stir up there. Just don't want it to catch on the bottom. And now I'm also, just take this away, I'm going to go in with the chicken. Let me just put that there. I'm going to give that another stir. Just mix it up, just make sure it doesn't catch on the bottom. So I'm going to keep stirring this and I will bring you back on the next stage. So folks, as you can see there's the soup mix. Now I'm going to serve this along with my dumplings, or at least the dumplings in with my soup. So I'm just going to put that at the back and I'm just going to go in with the dumplings. I'm just going to put the two different flavours in one. Doesn't really bother me. Might do when it comes to the review, but never mind. Just wait for the pan to boil and I'll come back to you. Okay chaps and chapettes, time now to go in with the dumplings. I'm going to do 8 of each. This soup isn't just for me, so don't worry, I'm not having too many calories or doing all that type of good stuff. But anyway, I'm just going to go in. I don't want to splashy water everywhere, so I'm just going to go one at a time, move them about, and then wait, job's a good one. And then once these are done, I'll go in with the next lot. So yeah, come back in a sec. So gang, these have been cooking now for 8 minutes. We're now going to take these out, put them in the bowl there to the side that you should be able to see. Yeah. And then we're going to go in with the lamb and carrot. Should be pretty cool. Just going to use the same water. Not going to waste about putting some fresh clean water in there. And now I'm just going to go in with another 4. Just mix them there just so they don't get stuck together. And then again another 4. So yeah, I'll come back in another 8 minutes and we'll start adding all the extra bits together to create our lunch. So yeah, see you in a bit. So peeps, these lamb and carrot dumplings are now done. So I'm just going to remove these from the pan and get them in the bowl along with the sweet corn and pork in a little grain fat. To be honest, it is hot. Like, this kitchen is extremely hot. It's still 26, 27 degrees outside. It's even warmer in here. But the things I do for you folks, never mind. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to pan fry these just for 1 or 2 minutes. I'll come back when I do that, but I'm just going to put them in a little bit of oil, pan fry them for a little bit, and just to add a little bit of texture to it. So not too much. I will come back when I get them in the pan. Okay folks, I'm just going to go into the pan now with a little bit of vegetable oil. Just a little squeeze around there, a little squirty-worty. And then we're going to go in with the dumplings. I told you I'm brain farting, just go with me. So these shouldn't take that long. Like I said, I'm only going to cook these and fry these for a minute or 2 at the most. I just want a little bit of texture on there. So a little bit of brownness, a little bit of texture, a little bit of a crunch. Yeah, these should be pretty cool. I suppose you could pan fry these from frozen, and you can do it in 12 to 14 minutes to be safe. But yeah, I was going to add them just to the soup, but in amongst the brain fart, I've come up with something better. I hope I have. So I'm just going to pan fry the rest of these off, and I'll come back to you once they're done. So I will see you in a sec. Okay gang, so I've fried these off for 2 minutes. As you can see, there's a little bit of crunch on there, a little bit of brown, and you will see in the pan next to it, I've also got the soup base, that soup that we just created, just heating up there. It's on number 4, it's not going to burn. So I'm going to fry up the rest of these dumplings, and then we'll get ready and plate up. So I will see you in a moment. Okay guys, these are now done. I'm going to remove these from the pan, and then we're going to get plated up. Happy days. Well, I hope it's a happy day. I don't know. So I will see you at the dinner table. So my little Rumpelstiltskins, here we are, about to plate up. So as you can see, I've already got my noodles in the bowl. And then I'm just going to go over with the soup. Now, the noodles have been sat in the hot water that we took out of the pan with them. So they are still very hot. Just going to get in there with a little bit of liquid. I didn't want it too runny. I know I'm just weird like that. But let's go in for some of the dumplings. Aha. Tricky one you are. And then for this side, just so we've got the different flavours. Bit of the lamb, bit of the pork on there. And then I'm just going to go over with some green onion. So yeah, I will give you a closer look, and then we'll get in for the review. See you in a sec. So folks, what do we think about that then? The aromas coming off it are fantastic. What I want to do first is I want to get into that soup. So before I have a taste of the dumplings, I just want a little taste of that soup broth. Just like that Chinese takeaway. Chicken noodle soup. Yeah, spot on. That is good. That is authentic kind of Chinese from any UK takeaway. So, with that being said, let's go in for the dumplings. So that one there was the lamb and carrot. What I'm going to do, at the end of this, I'll cut them in half to show you. It's a little bit hard to do with chopsticks. The lamb is moist, the carrot just has a slight sweet crunch to it. The dumpling itself, because I pan fried it, has this lovely little crunch and a little bit of flavour, like toasty flavour coming off there. That is superb. Next up, we're going to go with the pork and sweet corn on this one. So cheers, folks. Huge flavour coming from that. It's kind of like a soy pork where it just bursts in your mouth, just moisture, flavour. Don't get anything from that sweet corn, but then again, you're not really gonna. But that flavour from that dumpling, that is pretty much spot on. Can't complain with that at all. So yeah, I'm gonna really enjoy this. I will cut both dumplings up just so you can see them before the video ends. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me on another video. Thank you to all the new subscribers. And yeah, until next time, adios. So folks, as I said about the dumplings, on the right there, you've got the lamb and the carrot. That's the one with the orange thing. And on the left, you've got the pork and the sweet corn, which is the yellow thing. Yeah. See you on the next one.